Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below to become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. And as always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next. Or if you just want to hop down there and say hello, I'll be answering as many comments as I can. I also have my TikTok linked down in the description of every video. That way you guys can go check it out. Once I hit 1,000 followers, I will be going live on there so you guys can ask me questions, see behind the scenes, all that good stuff. But anyways, today I'm doing an Elmer's goo review. I did one in the past, but I wanted to do some more. I did get 3 slimes, and 2 of them come in this little pack, and then I got an extra on the side. So starting off with the first one, we have Strawberry Cloud, which I have tried their blueberry one, and it's definitely more of an icy texture, so that's what I was expecting with this one. They all come with this little seal on the top, which I like. I do check them before I get them because people like to open them and like mess with them, but just wanted to say that, so I do check them. But it definitely is an icy, like I was saying, and the initial like wet texture is almost overwhelming just because it's just so wet. I honestly have never felt anything worse than that, than like for these slimes. They're just so wet, and this slime just loves to stick to my table, and the residue is horrible. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about later, but I did go ahead and try to activate it, as you guys see in a second, but it did work. I did definitely get like a tip. I don't even know who I got it from, but I got a tip that Elmer's goo can work with regular activator, which came in so clutch because it was definitely underactivated. I don't know if maybe these have been sitting on the shelf for longer or what, but this is definitely underactivated, so that helped a lot. And it did get rid of some of the wetness and some of the residue, but not enough. I did like that this was scented like strawberry. It smelled kind of like strawberry fruit roll-ups, which smells really good. But other than that, there's not too many redeeming qualities about this slime. The sizzles are amazing, I will say. But other than that, I honestly don't think that the price is worth it on this slime. I know that a lot of people don't particularly like this one or the blueberry one, and I can definitely see why. The residue is absolutely horrible. I do show you guys my hands, and it's just everywhere. It's all over my fingernails and my hands. It's all over the table. Like, I had to stop mid-film and get rid of it because I had to do the other 2 slimes and I didn't want that stuff getting in there. And the wetness is still pretty bad. So this is definitely not one of my favorites, and I do have to rate it 2 out of 5 pajamas. Definitely one of the bottom list store-bought slimes. Like, it was bad. So if you see this one, I 100% do not recommend it unless you could figure out something to do with it, maybe add some like white glue base to it or something like that. But if you're just getting it just to play with the slime, I would avoid it. Moving on, we have an Elmer's Goo Animal Party variety pack, and this comes with 2 slimes. I will say that both of them had this little thing on the bottom, which is really annoying because it leaves this residue and I could not get it off. But anyways, this slime is called Llama Party, and it is a foam slime. I will say I love the way it looks. Like, the purple is so pretty, and the pastel foam beads perfectly match the slime. Like, they complement each other so well. I also love the amount of foam beads. I do, of course, wish there was more, but with a store-bought slime, you can't expect too much, especially with add-ins and stuff. But let me just say, I do like that store-bought slimes are really just reaching out there now. I know they're kind of behind the trends, but if you've kind of seen it, they have foam slimes now, bingsu bead slimes. They're getting better at their butter slimes. It's getting a lot better, and I love to see it. But back to the slime, it did say on the box that this was a light and sweet scented slime. It does definitely have a light sweet scent. I couldn't really put my finger on what it smells like, but it definitely smells sweet. Kind of maybe like sweet glue. It's one of those scents that you just can't really describe it any other way but just sweet. But it does smell good. But I will say, sadly, besides the fact that I do like the base and the scent, there's nothing else good about this one. The stretch was okay, so I won't say much about that. But you guys, the fallout on this one, oh my goodness. It's one of those ones that gets worse the more you play with it. Like, it was just all over my hands, on my desk. It got all over the floor. It was everywhere. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this one because it got so bad. So I do apologize. The clips do look a little weird since there was like foam beads going everywhere. I was kind of freaking out. But besides that, it was okay. But just the fallout was horrible. I honestly should have shown you what my desk looked like after I was done playing with this one. I am going to give this one 3 out of 5 pajamas. I don't think it was as bad as the last one, but those foam beads are so horrible. I honestly think if you guys decide to get this pack, definitely try to separate the foam beads from the base, or see if maybe I just got a bad one. I know that kind of sucks, but the base is great and it smells awesome, but those beads are just, oh, they're so annoying. Honestly, terrible. And lastly, we have Oh Dear, which is a bingsu bead slime. And you guys, look at how pretty this one is. It looks so gorgeous. I love it. Also, I had super high hopes for this one because their clear slimes for some reason are just out of this world when it comes to like clear slimes. Like, they're the mix of putty to where they have like such a thick texture, but they're still stretchy like regular clear glue slimes. It's fabulous. So I definitely had high hopes for this one, and it's scented like strawberry. Kind of smells like the first slime that I reviewed, but a little more like strawberry pie, maybe strawberry cheesecake. I'm not really sure, but it smells awesome. And I know I don't have to say too much about this one because you guys are gonna see. Look at that stretch. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. The stretch was perfect, and there was absolutely no fallout. You could almost convince me that this was a homemade slime because it was just that good on. And I'm not even joking. Like, the bubble pops were insane. It inflated way beyond double, and the scent was perfect. Like, I could smell it without putting it up to my nose. It wasn't too light. It was great, and it left almost no residue. Like, I only had a few pieces on my hands every once in a while, and that wasn't even when I inflated it. It was before I inflated it, but it just looked so good. I was so addicted to playing with this one. I kept playing with it even after I was done filming. It was, oh my goodness. There are a lot of clips that I kept for this one, but I just couldn't leave them out because the bubble pops are so good. And I know a lot of you guys like the ASMR on these types, so there is a lot to this one, but I hope you like it because it is awesome. I 100% give this 5 out of 5 pajamas. It was glorious. I don't really like that it's stuck with the Llama Party one because I want everyone to try this one, but you might be stuck with that one, so you do have to pay for that one as well, which sucks. But I think the price might be worth it for this one, especially if you're looking for a really good store-bought slime. Trust me, this one is it. But with that, that is the end of the review. Let me know your thoughts down below for Elmer's goo, and if you've ever gotten these, let me know how yours were. But with that, I am signing off, so I'll see you guys in the next one.